Okay, I realized my mic was not plugged.
Hi, welcome to my channel. My name is Ojuolape, and as you can see, I have a guest today.
This is she.
I'm talking about her in my podcast recommendations. Yes, and I'll leave a link to her podcast in the description box below. It's really good. I realized that I haven't actually done, like, I've just been talking about, oh, I'm a doctor, but I've not actually done
something that
something health wise. So we're doing something that is not too deep. About braces today. I've used braces before, and people always ask so many questions, and I didn't want it to just be a generic sit down video, so we're doing something extra. So we're going to be getting ready. Get ready with us. Basically, is what we're doing.
Thank you. Oh my god, I see them for the first time in a long time. You know that you make of it.
Foundation.
Always.
Because without the foundation, what can the righteous?
Absolutely nothing, my sister. The righteous will be ashamed. Extra bonus points. I am kind of like a dentist as well, so I do get a lot of compliments about my smile. I don't actually remember ever being super insecure about my smile before I got braces.
Yeah.
I actually really like my teeth. I had one here that was really wonky. I had that one too, and I really like that one. Even though it was kind of wonky. I think most of my problems was like with my lower teeth. Obviously, got into dental school, and it's like, you're not going to walk around parading.
But before dental school, you didn't
have any problem with my teeth. Like, I didn't even realize that my teeth weren't properly early. This wasn't a big deal. It was just how my teeth were.
That's I love how you use mirrors.
We're deliberately using tiny mirrors for higher difficulty, so you guys can know how good we are.
So my story about getting braces was that I had this, what would you call it, malocclusion?
Malocclusion. That's like, occlusion is like how your teeth come together normally, like naturally, how they should come together. Mal means bad.
That's actually bad in French.
Yeah. Mal, yeah. We correlate every day.
So I had that on my incisors, and they were literally on top of each other. I was very conscious of it, like even in pictures.
Actually, some people don't realize that, our teeth do so much more than beautify our faces. With it, the health of our joints, jaw joints, depends on it. So when your teeth are like rising injury, your joints are going to get like eroded really fast. You have joint A, TMJ pain. Technically disability. You can't talk, you can't eat, always having headaches, really bad pain. So I think people need to broaden their minds and realize that it's not just aesthetics, and even if it's just aesthetics is good enough for you.
I feel like, is there really any person with the perfect teeth without braces?
Yeah, the ideal occlusion, that's another thing. That's what they call like people who have, like, ideal occlusion has like certain characteristics, That's why when they're correcting your malocclusion, they have like a standard that they're trying to get it to, which is the ideal occlusion. Nobody has the ideal occlusion, but some people are closer than others.
So we've been talking about braces, but we didn't even say what
braces are. Braces are like the medical term for them is orthodontic appliances. And to be honest, braces are just one type of orthodontic appliances. There are loads of them. And basically, orthodontic appliances are just any appliance that the dentist gives you, an orthodontist gives you to correct the alignment of your teeth, of your jaws, and of your facial skeleton. So some people have headgears. Some people who are born with like genetic syndromes. Like, sometimes braces have to be combined with surgery to effect change in people, especially when they're really bad.
Oh wow!
Did you have to get extractions before you got your braces? Yeah. So she had to get extractions. Some people have to get more serious extractions than that. Some people have to go under like general anesthesia to get like up to 8 teeth removed. Some people have extra teeth, so many just all over their jaw. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to move anything. Stones are just like everywhere in your jaw. That's what braces are, for correction of the alignment of teeth, and to a very considerable extent the jaws.
I was going to ask a very important question.
Alright.
Do braces actually work? Because before I got mine, I was very skeptical, and I don't know why I did it since I did not have faith in it.
What did you think? in your own opinion, were you impressed? Did you notice any changes?
I think at some point, I think obviously when you first start, you're not going to see anything.
Not right away.
After a while, I noticed a slight shift, and I was like, "Oh, this thing might actually be working."
Well, yeah, braces actually really do work, and the what's it called? The success rate actually will differ from person to person, depending on a number of factors. Number one, where you start. Like you can't be correcting 2 issues in one person versus 10 issues in another person.
Okay.
And expect that things will go at the same rate or have the same results. You cannot be doing orthodontic treatment in a 10-year-old versus a 50-year-old and expect that they would,
Oh, that's another thing. Like, can older people get?
Yeah, okay. We have 70-year-old patients.
Why?
Well, adult orthodontists are the same. Adults get braces all the time. But of course, the rate is going to be a lot slower.
Yeah. So I wanted to also address some misconceptions, I guess.
Okay.
Because a lot of people think that it's a form of jewelry or fashion or something. Like I always got that question. And that's one thing I miss about the braces. Such a conversation starter because people would be like, sorry, auntie, sorry.
I need to be touching you right now.
This thing, is this for fashion?
I had in mind I never would walk up to me and give me like a 15-minute sermon. I just expect that I'll just kind of have. You have to remember the daughter of whom you are. You cannot say you've gone to school and now you have to. What do you need this for? Things, but they're actually to correct the problems I have in my teeth. She's like, oh, great daddy, and she's scurried off.
And the funny thing is that when you're wearing it, you actually forget that it's there.
You forget it's there.
Or so people start staring at you.
We need to talk about like how people assume that you cannot kiss. Someone approached me at the bank. Wow, auntie, I love these things on your teeth. Thinking, what are they for? They're for correction. Sorry, but can you kiss? I didn't even know what to say. Like I was just like, I imagine I would be able to if I needed to. Let's say I got married.
I think the price. People think it's very expensive.
And rightly so. Braces are expensive. And it even depends on like where you go to get them done. Like in some private clinics, it's as much as 750k.
I know that there are different types, so it also depends on the type.
On the type you're getting. There's some that use the loops, like the colorful. The regular ones. Those ones are not expensive. The self-ligating ones, which is the ones that have gates that close. Yeah, but then there are indications for that. If you don't really need self-ligating ones, you shouldn't just go ahead and get it. I got the self-ligating ones because I didn't want to have extractions. And what the self-ligating ones do is that they have the ability to provide some jaw expansion. I know the prices have gone up now considerably.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they're about $500,000 now. To get the choice, to pay in installments.
Depending on where you do it. Okay, I want to talk about the things that they never tell you. Because I felt like some information
were very unconveniently left out.
Exactly.
Sleep for instructions they give you after.
Yes.
Slight pain. Paracetamol it was not slight. The pain. Few things. Number one, the pain. Number two, how much you have to clean. And not just for them to be clean, but for you to feel clean.
I wouldn't want to eat because there was no access. There was no access to my toothbrush to brush immediately after.
Or when those threadable floss, all that pain, all that cleaning, all that, and then how long you have to wear them. So that's why I'm saying that it's always just an estimate, based on studies, based on observations of like other people.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, a lot of factors will still come into play. How serious the malocclusion is, and
how serious the orthodontist is,
and then your own response to them.
Oh, that's another thing. Whenever they take the cast, the impression, I would be so terrified that my teeth were going to fall off when they
come out with it. It was always just a feeling.
But what was the reason for that? Saying you couldn't eat
it was to protect your braces from breaking. Because hard stuff, your braces are bonded to your teeth, and if you eat hard stuff, you can wedge that bond and actually break your braces off. And every time a cut of your braces or all of your braces breaks off, your treatment stops. Once the circuit is broken, your braces are broken.
I think whenever I had to eat stuff like apples. I just have to
Cut
dice
them
them.
off, yeah.
And then people would think you're funny, like you're trying to be cool or whatever. But I remember that it actually helped me to be more, like, a dental hygiene conscious. Like after the braces.
After the braces come on.
Yeah.
What next? Well, after braces come on, your teeth are like in a new position, right? And they were not initially in that position. And our body has memory.
Okay.
So the natural instinct of your teeth, after you naturally drag them to new positions, to go right back to where they came from.
Oh wow.
So you have to retain them, especially because in the process of moving teeth, bone has to be broken down to create enough space, leeway for those teeth to move. And as the teeth are moving, more bone has to form on the opposite side to cement them in their new position. That's the best way I think I can explain it.
Okay.
So that process takes a long time. You need to splint it essentially.
Okay.
Retain it there in that new position so that bone can form around it and consolidate it in its new position. So retainers are a must. You must wear your retainers diligently. In the initial, 1 year, and then afterwards, on a need basis.
Okay.
Like, if you feel like something is shifting, just quickly snap it back on. I think a good solution to compliance is just getting it to
Another thing they didn't tell me was that you would have to wear the retainers for life.
It's dependent. It depends. It honestly depends.
On what?
If your teeth actually just get retained and stay retained. If they do, then you don't need to wear it. Like, after 6 months, it just becomes nightly wear.
Okay. I don't think I waited for 6 months. The inconvenience of somebody cannot just be eating beside you and like, give me that meat too. Let me just. You can't, because exactly. I think I should highlight for the makeup.
Okay, if you have anything specific that you'd like to ask, you can always just leave your questions in the comments.
Yeah, in the comments.
And if the questions are enough, we could actually do like a revision video.
Yeah.
And
nobody can do it except me. Like,
I'm putting eyeshadow.
Oh, is that a thing?
It is not.
I'm not done. I haven't done mascara. Could you forget that?
Mascara is only for people with lashes. Oh, gorgeous. I love the
really?
combinations. Yes, I like the eyeshadow. If anyone ever figures out how to apply fake lashes,
please start the YouTube.
We look decent enough to run to the store.
Okay, so I hope you learned something new about braces. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments down below. Thank you so much for joining me. This is my first collab actually. Dental surgeon by day, podcaster by night.
Also, I am starting a new YouTube podcast. So if you'd like to watch rather than see, or be able to do both. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Oh, I also wanted to say thank you to like all the subscribers. Yeah. I will catch you guys next week. You want to close it? Might just pull up in a Benz, might just pull up in a Beamer.